What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I just saw Annihilation, let's talk about it. Annihilation, written and directed by Garland, takes you deep into the weird, warped, parallel universe of the Shimmer, an alien environment that has been around for about 3 years and is changing nature and distorting it within an expanding area. The film follows 5 researchers played by Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Tessa Thompson, Gina Rodriguez, and Tuba Novotny in an ever-expanding bubble where all things are corrupted into bizarre mutations. I had high expectations for this film purely because of Garland. I think he's a very talented screenwriter, and with the release of Ex Machina, we also find out that he's an insanely talented director. Now, my expectations for this film were definitely met. I don't think my expectations were exceeded, because I do have some problems here and there, but we'll get into that a little later. Now, the acting in the film was basically carried by Natalie Portman and Oscar Isaac. I think they did a fantastic job. As usual, Natalie Portman knocks it out of the park. I think she's great in almost everything she's in, and as well as Oscar Isaac, he did a phenomenal job, and I'm not surprised. Him and Garland seem to work really well together. The rest of the cast was just fine. I think there were a lot of their choices, reactions, or character traits that didn't really make much sense to me, and part of that is due to the script, but also part of it is due to the way that they acted out the script. Now, I do like the script for the most part. I think the story is great, but again, the dialogue needed some work. There's one scene in particular where it's very expositionally heavy, and frankly, I was a little bored. As expected, this film is gorgeous. The director, cinematographer, and production designer work so well together that they form such a breathtaking setting, coupled with all sorts of fascinating and bizarre mutations between animal, plant, and human. This brings me to the special effects. The CGI for the most part was great. From all of the different creatures we see to everything else inside the Shimmer, it's near flawless. Finally, I want to talk about the score. It's very minimal and we don't hear it too much, but it works so well to emphasize scenes in which we do hear it a lot. It's a haunting, suspenseful score that undeniably aided the film in really pulling me into these already intense scenes of tension and action. Overall, I really enjoyed Annihilation. I'm going to give it an A-. If you guys really like sci-fi or even movies that just make you think, definitely go check this one out. Garland clearly knows his way around sci-fi, and I'm excited to see what he comes out with next. Now, I talked a little bit about some tiny flaws I had earlier, but I'm going to get a little deeper into the script, so there are going to be some spoilers ahead. Now, my first big problem with this film was the structure. I hardly like a movie that starts with a protagonist at the end of event recalling said event, because then there's zero suspense if they're in danger, if they're gonna die or not. So for this movie, I think it's okay. It still bothered me because when there was moments of danger for Natalie Portman, I was not worried for her at all because I knew she would make it out alive. Also, I think the subplot with her and the other professor having an affair was very unnecessary. Finally, Jennifer Jason Leigh's character was really flat and very one-note, that she didn't really give off that psychiatrist vibe for me, or even a team leader vibe. I just didn't feel like she was trying that hard. She seemed to be very disconnected from the movie. She definitely didn't seem to be doing a great job at her job as a psychiatrist in the beginning. The questions she asks and how she asks them is just very bland, and it could just be the script because there were other scenes where actors seemed to be overacting a little bit, but that could also be how the script was. Just sometimes the dialogue and the way that they executed the dialogue was a little iffy for me as a whole. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss another one. Leave a comment down below if you've seen the movie. Let me know what you thought. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one.